Today?
It was a grinding day. With our situation, we have limited numbers right now, so it was a good opportunity to practice mental toughness, which is a staple of our program. And there's not a lot of rotation, there's just a lot of getting reps. So it was a great day.
What's the consistency been like so far?
Well, I think, it's been up and down, to be honest. And our young players, I think that's part of the grind, is learning to be consistent. To try to get past the point of surviving the down, but actually look at the sideline, know what the down and distance is, those type things, what we call football intelligence. So we're striving to get more consistent.
Steve, in terms of your defensive ends, what have you seen out of Mario Mixon and LaTroy Lewis so far this spring?
Mixon had his best practice on Tuesday. I thought he had more violence in his hand. I thought he had a little more burst off the ball. His energy overall has been good. So I'm hoping that it's starting to come together for him, that he's actually able to put the pieces of the puzzle together, because, you have to know how to do something and when to do something to do it fast. So hopefully he's at that point.
Has he been more natural at end since that's what he played in high school?
I think he's a little more natural. Inside where he struggled was the combination blocks that a tackle has to face all the time. So he doesn't face near those numbers outside. So yeah, I think he's more natural outside.
How different, or has spring been very much different for you, knowing you really don't have the numbers maybe you're used to in a spring practice on the defensive line?
It's all the same for me. I'm coaching hard and having fun. It's a little harder on them. It's mental toughness every day because there's no rotation. Everybody's taking every rep, and so we're trying to fight through that and become more mentally tough. And so you build your toughness for a football team in the spring. You don't build it in the fall. So I think it's great.
Who stood out last Saturday when y'all were doing some team stuff?
Well, I think nobody's really jumping out. This week in practice, Vickers jumped out. Kendall had an unbelievable week. He actually, he's been playing very sound and technical, but he actually made some fast twitch plays this week. So I think Vickers is the guy that's showing up right now.
What do you think it is with him that's everything's kind of started to click for him?
I think it's maturity. I think it's been a process. He's now close to 290, and he's carrying it naturally. And he's very technical, which is great, but there still has to be fast twitch and violence in your hands when you get off blocks, and that's what started to show up.
Can you even equate how valuable this is for these guys? Because a lot of the guys you have right now haven't played a ton.
No, it's invaluable. And again, if I had everybody out there, Shai Tuttle and Charles Mosley wouldn't be getting these reps. And so it is invaluable for those guys, for the techniques, for the one-on-one execution that they're getting, and for the coaching that they're getting.
What have you noticed from Chris Weatherd moving down to the defensive end spot?
Chris is in the Kurt Magid mold. He's going to have those same attributes as quickness. We tell him, play to your strengths. You're not going to match up with a 325-pound offensive tackle very well. So use your speed, obviously. Put him on the edge. He can utilize that speed against bigger players. So he's really playing the same role that Kurt plays in the fall, playing outside linebacker and base, and then he's playing defensive end and nickel.
Where have you seen Shai make the most progress this spring?
Shai is a wonderful kid. He is really trying hard. He has no concept of how to really do it. But Shai is one of those guys that has it and makes big plays, and he's around the ball. Some guys can be out there for 70 snaps and not be near a football, and some guys are out there for 20 and they find the ball. He's one of those guys.